Hi guys, welcome back to Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Martyr. Last video we continued the campaign missions and did the Archaeotech Vault. In this mission we encountered what I would say was the boss for the chapter, although it didn't feel as much of a boss as I thought it would. It did die relatively quickly. That seems to match for the most part how the campaign missions have been going anyway. Things have been quite easy to kill. Although I did at one point come quite close to dying, much because of my own negligence to look at my HP bar in the top corner more than anything. But we begin with Chapter 3 now. We'll be doing a campaign mission. It's Return to Martyr. We will be returning to the ship for the first time since Chapter 1. We will jump right in and see what this will hold in store for us. So, at the end of Chapter 2, we spoke with Omicron Ark, the Tech Priest Inquisitor, who informed us about Uther's Tarot, which we obtained at the end of Chapter 2 in that mission. You'll have to bear with me. Apologies for a cut probably in the video there. Had some deliveries come to the door, unfortunately, which distracted me. Right, we've got the guardsman. Activate a blast point minefield. Set a minefield. I will also set turret there. Get stuck in. So to sort of pick up where I was last talking about what we'd done, so yeah, we got the Uther's Tarot. We brought it back to the Tech Priest Inquisitor, and he informed us that it effectively acts as a guide by us thinking of what it is we are searching for. Much to the surprise of our character, needing clarification about the understanding of I just have to think about it and then it will happen. It'll show us the location. As part of that, when we actually did go to the table on the home ship to see the Martyr, we got visions of an Inquisitor and some of his allies on the Martyr itself in a large battle with the Noble Demons. Following this, the Caligari Conclave asked us to bring Klosterheim back. The main reason being that he will be a very useful form of information on the legacy of Uther Tiberius. We got mention of Uther Tiberius inside the cutscene from the Uther's Tarot cards. Largely talking about the experimentation that occurred on the Martyr from Uther Tiberius' time on the Martyr and the experiments they were performing. It seemed to lead to a lot of this link with the warp and the Taint of Chaos. The Inquisitor on the ship appeared to be struggling quite heavily, but they also did mention that they've killed, they've been purging the filth of chaos, and they also alluded to bargaining, which is quite interesting because in Chapter 2 we learned that Lord Klosterheim, the Inquisitor, had made deals with the Feral Beast Gang, who we hunted down and killed. That was Colonel Anderson's group on side, I think it was the Frozen Plains, or Frozen Wasteland, I can't remember the name. We tracked them down and killed them. We didn't obviously find Lord Klosterheim, but that could be the bargain that's being alluded to, that in order to keep investigating and get further, as things were getting a bit more dodgy perhaps with what he was looking into, maybe Captain, he was encountering things.
Area, but the rest of the hangar is still crawling with mutants. I can't leave the transport here undefended.
Do you want me to order it back?
Not yet. I might need it, in case the Tech Priest's plan doesn't work out. I'll purge the area first.
Yeah, so, yeah... Oh, I've lost my train of thought now. Never mind. Yeah, it's interesting to see that Klosterheimer made deals with a gang which were effectively just pirates, doing really dodgy stuff. And it seems to have led to the killing of his allies as well. He didn't want anyone to know what was going on. Perhaps he's encountered something further with Chaos, and maybe he's fallen himself, and he's now one of them.
I trust that you can hear me, but my current circumstances are not ideal for transmissions. I don't know who you are. But you're an Inquisitor. That much I gathered from the snippets of the dark signaling on the interviews of the You have stumbled upon an investigation sanctioned by the Caligari Code, and which might have a huge impact on Holy Intent. Your presence here might likely
Well, that certainly makes things even more interesting. He's asking even us to leave. We've been asked by the Caligari Conclave to come and retrieve him.
Faster. Much faster.
Christ, there's enemies everywhere. Everything, I guess. Come on, be speed. Yeah. Yeah, these weak enemies really don't provide much of a challenge. Even in large numbers, it doesn't seem to cause any issues for me. Like, I'm not worried about potentially dying. It's when we did the bonus mission that had more Chaos Warriors in it that I started to notice real problems with my capabilities to survive. Being bulky and me using a weapon which is better for the light armor and the chainsword, it really hindered me. Those little guys as well are just something else, honestly. I'm not like they probably do. Like, if you get swarmed and you don't do anything about it, it probably does add up the damage on you. But like, being merely focused, I can just swing my sword and a lot of them die or slam the ground with my shield, and they're pretty much all dead. All right, let's keep going this way. Jesus, this keeps going. Okay.
I am humbled by your dedication, and I admire your decision.
What?
Inquisitor, what happened?
I saw something. A revelation, I'd say. Possibly a holy vision from the Emperor of Mankind. A call that must be answered.
With all due respect, you should return to the ship.
Nonsense, Captain. I'm fine. This is just a small inconvenience. I'll move on.
Allow me to interrupt, Inquisitor. You simply cannot know that. However, I am an expert on toxins and plagues. It is time you properly utilize my capabilities. I will examine you the moment you return.
Interesting. You may have noticed a reference to a god emperor of mankind. Effectively, there is just a guy who's like dead on the throne, pretty much. Although I think he's been confirmed that he's not fully dead now. I can't remember. I don't really keep up with it, to be honest. But mankind worships the emperor to crazy extents. But I suppose if it gives you something worth fighting for, especially against Chaos, because there are Chaos gods that grant demonhood and things. And their goal is to just make everything crumble, to be honest. Yeah, I need to inoculate. We'll grab this. I'm not sure if I really like that that warp beam. I don't know how effective it is, to be honest, especially against things that are a bit heavier to fight against. Well, I know the marker's back there, but we'll keep moving. I want to make sure I get everything done. Just swipe these guys. Easy. Easy claps. And even there, like, I don't feel threatened by them at all. Maybe the story's meant to be somewhat easy, just so that you can get through it, experience the story, and then maybe all the really hard stuff comes like post-campaign, I guess. I'm not sure if I'll follow the game further after the campaign or not, but we'll see. If it provides a bit more of a challenge, then I might do the occasional run of something. Easy. Loving that. I love the force field. Just gets me in there and I start hitting things. Chest down here. I think in one of my previous videos I actually missed the chest. I only realised it when I watched it back. I think I even stood right next to it as well when it flashed up saying chest. And I just walked away from it. I don't know what was going through my mind when I did that, but it proves how blind I am. I'm not sure what that guy was aiming there, but alright. You do your thing, mate. HP and armor skill, nice. What is this? Oh, okay, that was just a renegade, that's fine. Easy. In those situations where you get like a purple enemy, often they'll have something above their head as a symbol. It's more or less just telling you that you should probably deal with that. Basically, whilst they are still alive, they can boost the damage of everything around them. This allows the enemies to do like so much damage to you if you're not careful. So by all means you should kill everything else around him as well, but sometimes for some of the less important things maybe it is better just to attack the bigger guy as soon as possible. If you use, say, the tarantula turret like I do, you can place one basically in the way to take out any enemy around him, or even potentially just have it absorb the damage for you so that you get the opportunity to kill the other things yourself. I think if you used the assault armor so that you could just jump into the middle of them, that would put you right next to him so you could start killing him as soon as possible, which would be very useful. I think I'm just going to have to run all the way back to the start now, because this is probably a case again where I was supposed to clear those points there and then run up this way, but instead I've just ignored the objectives again. It's typical though, it's like when I play things like Skyrim, like getting me to follow the main quest line is just, it's not going to happen. Every little thing I see, I will literally just run in and do it. It's the same with like caves and things as well, and the things like Skyrim. I walk into them without thinking about it. I see no reason for me to keep following the main quest when I can just do this here quickly and then I'll get back on track. But I think it happens for most people. It's what you always tell yourself. You're thinking, yeah, I'll just quickly pop and do this side quest, and then we'll see where it takes me, and I'll come back and do this. Never the case. Literally never the case. Let's keep moving. Dead. painful. Open this.
You can proceed with your priority assignment. According to my analysis, you have eliminated 78.65% of the local hostile forces. The automatic defenses of your transport can easily handle the rest if needed.
So you had an idea about the teleport beacons.
Correct. You need to find a functioning cogitator and access the teleport beacon map of the deck. Your chances of thoroughly exploring a fortress monastery this size are minuscule. You need to be able to avoid traveling long distances on foot.
Yep, as expected, I cleared everything out this way when I should have just followed the storyline and followed the mission, purged the landing zone, literally directly around me, and then went this way, but at least I've cleared it all out now, so it's just a case of running back there. Could be seen as a bit inefficient, but that's the fun of the game. You always, if you're one of those exploring types like me, you do everything else first before you're supposed to follow the main point of a quest. I'm wondering if this is going to be a case of we need to defend this location now.
I found the cogitator. What now?
Listen to me carefully. Chant with me the sacred numeric key and type in the sequence. You'll gain access to the locations of all teleport beacons on this deck.
Nice. Well, a bit of a longer one. Apologies for the strange gap at the start of the video. Had a delivery arrive, had to cancel my recording and then continue rather than just have it sit there in silence. But nevertheless, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, maybe consider subscribing. If I haven't got you yet, perhaps I'll get you soon, and you'll be welcomed with open arms into the channel. Anything you want to comment or bring up, just drop me a message in the comments, and I will take on board what it is you're saying. And if I think there's any good ideas there, I'll try and implement them in the future. So thank you very much, and take care, guys.